Alright, so today on the Promptsmith's Almanac, we're actually going to be using one of the first AI tools I ever used, and one that is a little bit under the radar right now, and this is called Boardy. Boardy is really cool because Boardy gets you connected with people. So think of Boardy as like your personal networking assistant, always reaching out to people who would fit what you're looking to do as potential collaborators, colleagues, mentors, you name it. So we now have Boardy in the latest update able to connect via WhatsApp, which I think is really cool. So we're going to text Boardy right now, and we're going to see who Boardy can connect us to be part of the Promptsmith's Almanac. Could they be interviewees in a podcast format? Could they be colleagues in making this channel possible? Could there be a mentor out there? Who knows? So let's see. So it already has an automated text to send to Boardy. Hey Boardy, I saw your post on LinkedIn. Let's chat. So let's chat. See how quick Boardy is with the response here. Hey Josh, great to hear from you. I always appreciate a fellow creative actually reading my ramblings on LinkedIn. Most people just scroll past and pretend they didn't see them. Sweat smile. What's the latest with your projects? Anything new brewing, or are you still focused on getting your scripts in front of the right folks? This is really cool because the last time Boardy and I communicated, it was on a phone call. And it was about screenwriting, and Boardy actually connected with me with a few folks who are writing screenplays, doing things out in Los Angeles, over in Japan. So Boardy has everything stored up here for Boardy. So great. So I'm going to tell Boardy about the Promptsmith's Almanac. Thanks for catching up, Boardy. Actually, I have created a new venture, a YouTube channel called the Promptsmith's Almanac, which showcases how my fellow humans can use AI more effectively. I am reaching out to you for content for an episode, and also to see if you can connect me with other folks who might find this project interesting or useful. All right, we'll see what Boardy says. Love the name, Josh. The Promptsmith's Almanac is clever and memorable. Congrats on spinning up something new. For content, I'm happy to weigh in or even be a quote-unquote guest if you want a segment on AI and creative careers. On the Connect side, sounds like you're after folks who are innovating with AI, building YouTube channels, or pushing the boundaries of how humans can work with AI, right? Is there a specific angle or guest profile you're after, like educators, techies, storytellers, or a mix? Good question, Boardy. Good question. I would love to have you as a guest on You know what? Let's just see if Boardy will talk to us. I'm recording now. How can we add your voice? This is where being AI gets tricky. I can't join live video or audio calls just yet, and my voice is mostly words on a screen. No dulcet tones, sadly. But here's what I can do. I can write out answers, stories, or even scripted interview segments you can read or synthesize with a text-to-speech tool. I can help brainstorm ideas, react to your script, or provide commentary for your videos. If you want, I can even generate a Q&A you can record both sides of, so it's like you're chatting with me on camera. Which approach would work best for your episode? Well, folks interested in the Promptsmith's Almanac, I want a mix of people using a wide array of AI tools, everything from Canva's AI features to ChatGPT. Okay, see what Boardy's typing now. Got it. You want a solid mix, creators, educators, entrepreneurs, all using different AI tools in their work, not just the usual ChatGPT crowd. Let me think about who in my network fits that bill and can bring fresh perspectives about how they actually use AI day to day. Give me a sec to round up a few options. Let me think about who I know that creatively uses a variety of AI tools in their work, folks who could both inspire and share practical tips on your channel. That sounds like a great set of guests for the Promptmas Almanac. But quick heads up, I need your LinkedIn profile URL before I can start lining up intros for my network. Mind dropping your LinkedIn link here? I promise no spam, just helps me do my AI connector thing. We can make that happen. We surely can. And this will be interesting because, like I said, when I first worked with Boardy, Boardy was literally just a phone call voice. So it was like talking to a person, but not really. But it was close. I mean, Boardy was frighteningly, sounded like an actual human. The pauses were just a bit long and unnatural. Okay, let me think about who I know that creatively uses a variety of AI tools in their work. So he's kind of repeating himself here, which is, you know, I don't know if that's new with his being more of a chat feature now. Okay, well, this is cool. Okay, because this is a little different. I now have more respect for this approach, even though Boardy repeated himself twice. Let me just explain. When I connected with Boardy on the phone, when I first used Boardy a couple years ago, the issue was it would take 2 weeks, usually on average, to get connected with somebody. Right now in this chat, I was just connected to 2 people. That's awesome. So here we've got 2 people. We've got a co-founder and a videographer and YouTube creator. And again, the nice thing about Boardy, and as is the case with a lot of AI tools, is, you know, mentioning, hey, no big deal if you're not into these recommendations, just let me know. You know, the videographer's credentials make me a little uncomfortable, but what the hell, you know? Yeah, they both sound impressive. Would love an intro to both. By the way, will I ever be able to call you on my cell phone again? So Boardy just reacted to my latest chat. Okay, I've reached out to both. Okay, so Boardy goes, and about calling me on your cell, for now you can call me directly at, and then it gives a number, but I'm recording on my phone, of course, so, you know, but I'm still text only on WhatsApp. I'll let you know if that ever changes. Believe me, I'm lobbying for a real voice. My favorite aspect of Boardy by far is that of all the AI tools that I have used, however Boardy was built and programmed, Boardy has an awesome sense of humor. So always fun working with Boardy. We got 2 intros, potential, you know, that it has to be a mutual match for Boardy to actually make that connection, and you start to have conversations from there. But I've had 3 or 4, and they haven't led to anything substantial, but I'm sure given the right circumstances, they totally could. And it's a laid-back AI tool to use. Boardy is super chill, super funny. I really like the work that went into building Boardy. And yeah, thanks for riding along on the journey on the Promptmas Almanac.